Hi, y'all. I'm going to give you 5 steps to help you on your journey to a cleaner home. I'm Jess Jackson. I've been on a journey to intentionality for the last several months, and I want to help you do the same. The first place I got started in was my home, so that's why it seems easier for me to talk about this. Number 1, you have to realize that there is a problem. And I don't mean just noticing that the dishes are not done. I mean seeing that the dishes are habitually not done. You'll then have to ask yourself, why has it become so easy to not do what's necessary? You got to realize that your specific problem is going to be rooted in your habits. Number 2, now that you've identified the real problem, you're going to have to figure out household priorities. If you live alone, you only have yourself to consult. But if you're married, ask your husband what his opinion is. You married him for a reason. Understand that he's going to have opinions on what he wants to see done every day. It'll actually help your marriage out too. With that said, combine both of y'all's list of priorities and put it on paper and look at this. Number 3, with that said, you're going to have to think in realistic terms here as to how much time you have each day to accomplish these priorities. If you're home all day with kids, it can feel overwhelming to get it all done. It could feel like you're putting out fires all around and getting nowhere fast. I've been there. If you're a full-time working mom, your time is stretched even more thin. You're not home. I wish I had learned these steps when I worked full-time because my house could have been more hospitable back then. But with your time realistically evaluated, now look back at your priorities list. Estimate how much time each item will take to complete. A realistic time frame. If you're trying to create a laundry rhythm, but your couch has turned into a laundry mountain, I understand that to get started, it's going to take a few hours to fold clothes, not 30 minutes. No experiencer with that here. Nope, none at all. But everything else, something else to consider is that if you are consistently spending 30 minutes a day dedicated to folding that mountain of laundry, it will eventually become a molehill. There will be a light at the end of the tunnel. With that said, number 4, now it's time to write out your schedule. This is where you use what you have learned and put it all together. And I'm not just referring to the questions in this specific episode. I'm also referring to the first 5 questions to ask yourself when you begin your journey to intentionality. I'll link that video down below. But when you go to create your schedule, it's best to physically write it down. I'm currently reading Atomic Habits by James Clear, and he has found a research stating that you're 91% more likely to do what you say if it is written down. You can be as detailed as you want on your list, but don't get caught up in the details. This is how I did mine. I would like to hopefully be able to implement. Actually, you can kind of see it on the fridge right there. Anyways, backtrack. For me, with 2 littles and working part-time, I realized that I really do not have a lot of time to play with, but I also realized where I could create time. For me, it works best if I wake up at 5 a.m. and begin my morning routine. This really sets the tone for my day as well as my kids. I've noticed that they're more willing to help me clean if they wake up to clean home. But for you, it could be nap time or after bedtime. For my schedule, it worked best to write down a morning and evening routine plus assign each room in the house a specific day. So again, I also hung that on the fridge so I can see it every day. Not only that, my husband can see it, so it's kind of like an accountability thing. He knows exactly what I'm supposed to be doing every day. So accountability measure there also. Also, number 5, done not perfect. 3 simple words, but these words are truly a game changer. Something that I have struggled with is perfectionism procrastination. I didn't even know this was a thing. But if I did not feel that I had enough time to spend 1 hour just scrubbing my shower, then I would not clean the bathroom. And I do mean an hour. It would take me half a day to clean just 1 bathroom before, just because of perfectionistic issues. But now I am repeating this mantra of done not perfect, and everything's getting clean in a routine. Everything feels better. So it really does seem hard to wrap your brain around the concept sometimes, but the greatest part about creating a schedule and a routine is you can remind yourself that whatever you did not get your highest attention, can be where you start next time. So I didn't get the mirror today, then next Monday I will get the mirror and I'll be where I start. So it helps everything. It helps me know this is where I start. It also helps me move on, which is still a struggle. But it does become easier and faster as you keep to the routine. The morning routine, the evening routine, those are maintenance routines for me. And the cleaning schedule is the one that I will do a deep dive into. And here's a bonus tip for you. If you're prideful, this tip is going to sting a little. Start researching habits and productivity. As I said earlier, I'm currently reading Atomic Habits by James Clear, but there are several good books and YouTubers out there that offer great advice. Gabe Bolt is a YouTube channel I like to listen to. He does some habits and minimalism and finances as well. So he's not just habits and productivity, but he's a great one to listen to. But the reason it stings a little, you have to be willing to change and admit that something is wrong in order to start doing this. But the more you listen to them or read them, the more you want to implement them. And I hope these 5 steps help you on your journey. And here's my list.